Welcome everybody, it is Bazzy from Reddit Heroes, and we are back after that arranged war loss to Mospeada with, once again, a perfect war. I think it went perfect war, an arranged war that we lost, and another perfect war. So, I think we're starting to see a little bit of a pattern there. Don't do arranged wars, but nonetheless it was super fun. And this one was not so much. As you can see, we managed to clean everything up, and it wasn't a particularly great clan. They didn't really give us much of a shot anywhere, and in fact it wasn't just their fault, it was also the matchup. So we had a bunch of 9.5s and they only had Town Hall 9s, which makes giving you a good video a little bit more challenging, as that's a dip, that's a dip, that's a dip, and that's a dip. But we can indeed see MG, who's doing really well, and what I'm going to like about the two attacks that I'm going to do in this video is these are our sort of middle-ranking guys, 11-14 heroes, and they're going to manage to take on these bases with level 3 expos and these other max defenses, and they're going to do a really good job of it. So, MG begins with his Queenwalk up on the top right corner here. He's got a wizard to funnel, which is going to send everything in the right direction, so I really enjoy that. And I'm going to speed it up because you know how these Queenwalks go, just a little bit slowly. But it's a good entry point. He's completely safe from any form of air defense. He has to pop the ability just because of the amount of stuff which is targeting him. That's okay. Sometimes I'm a little bit more on the put a rage spell down when it's defenses and the ability for when it's the CC, but it doesn't really matter because of the combinations that come out of the CC, the loons and the minions. He just has to put those poisons down and it's going to be no problem at all.
Actually, he just about loses his queen.
Well, okay. I didn't know that was going to happen.
Wait for it. It's okay.
I thought it was a good job, MG.
Oh no, I'm sorry, it was his other attack.
He has now destroyed my entire video, but that's all right. I think it might be somebody else who did really badly that way. Nonetheless, I think it's a good example how if you're going to be doing a Queenwalk, having the minions and the loons in the CC is just so devastating as those poisons so take it out. So we really need to make sure we're not putting them in our CCs as well. Nonetheless, look at the freaking funnel on this attack. All of these Valks, they run around, but this whole left side into the right side, I mean, there's nothing left in the entire half perimeter of this base. Rage finally comes in with the Valkyries, the heal comes in, all these spells up in the middle here. They're doing a lot of work. A lot of these buildings where there's two of them side by side that the Valks just do so well. Heals it up again. Only going to have a few hogs come down the backside, but doesn't really matter because he only needs a few. He's still got the healers up. He's got the king up. He hasn't even put the king's ability down. It's just going to go and do a little bit of funneling on the right-hand side here. These bombs are no problem at all, so that's kept all of the hogs up. So an absolutely excellent job to MG. The other one I wanted to do was Quantum somewhere down here. That was me. Here's Quantum. So again, this is a 10-10 heroes. And what I like about this is it's an old school Goho. And I always feel a little nostalgic. I want to see some more of those old school Gohos. He does the lure, which is really nice, and he brings it down. I see how they just manages to get an archer here, which isn't cause any problems, and puts the poison on it, and the queen and the wizards are going to be able to nicely take it out. Now this is kind of like, normally there is done to the south. This guy's cleverly rotated his southern teaser, so I guess it's a western teaser if we're going to be accurate here. Nonetheless, pops some Valkyries from the CC, and the golems in, has to use the king, or the queen's ability rather, but that's okay. He's going to clear a little bit of this big compartment, but the point is, all of the traps are in there, so he's not going to get super far at it, but it doesn't matter because here come the hogs, and they're just going to be able to race through the base. They've got absolutely nothing to worry about. There's no traps, there's going to be no giant bombs, and notice that the kill squad is dying down here. He's going to pop the king in a little bit, but all of the, the Tesla farm in the middle here still stays alive, but it doesn't matter because that massive hogs is going to be able to chew through it. Oh, he just side sweeps a giant bomb, but the heal's right there. And it's just a question of keeping them alive through it as they take them out. They're not going to be spring trapped. Their skeletons are all gone. There's no more double giant bombs. So it takes a little while to work through the rest of this base, but at this point, we've got some minions going around. There's only ground troops. As soon as that last archer tower goes down, rather, it's going to be golden, and so he manages to get the excellent 3-star as well. So, good job to Quantum, good job to MG, and everybody else at Reddit Heroes.